y'all should put that on your bingo. I don't know. It's up to you if you want to put it on your bingo card. That's almost as much of a given as a free space. I mean, seriously. Just holy camoli Hold on, I gotta plug in my iPad because there's like no power on it. Hi, how's everybody doing? Oh my goodness gracious, there's 8 people in here, yay! Wait, I didn't turn my lamp on. There we go. All right. I finally figured out that if I run the light this way and it reflects off that way, then it's actually, oh, I gotta turn this down. I don't want the feedback. No, wrong way. Come on, Chatty, you can do this. There we go. Skip that. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. Hi. I have been probably noticeably absent from YouTube for a while, and I apologize for that. First and foremost, I apologize for being noticeably absent from YouTube. Y'all know I have a limited number of spoons, and I've been running TikNots. No. WhatToks? No. WhatNot. And so I've been doing things on WhatNot, and I've been, oh, that's cool. I didn't know I had those. Oh, those are pretty interesting. But I've been running things on WhatNot, and I've been selling some of the extra surplus stuff that I have that I just I'm not going to use. I mean, I have more stamp sets than any 5 people ought to. But, that's one of the places that I've been selling stuff on WhatNot. So I do want to tell you some of the things that I have noticed about WhatNot. Hi, Net. Let's see. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Amira. Amira's in the house. Kathy, Mary, 2 Marys. Doris is in the house. Yay. Amira. Yay. Amira was the first one in there with a message. Yay. Go, Amira. So, Sandy Beach, I do believe you've been in here before, but if not, I apologize for thinking that you had, and I'm so glad that you're here with us now. Let me start with some of the things that I have learned about WhatTok, or TikNot, or whatnot. I'm not going to stop doing that. I'm really not going to stop doing that because I think it's funny. It appeals to my sense of humor. So I am going to keep doing it because I think it's funny. Okay, so you have Sandy Beach. Good to see you again. Yay, yay, yay. So anyway, TikTok, no. WhatNot, no. TikNot, no. WhatTok. It is. It's if you've ever done anything on the TikTok forum, you know exactly how the WhatNot platform works because they are so identical. Oh my gosh, everything is like so amazingly the same, with the distinct exception of the fact that you can buy stuff on WhatNot. And because I am a science-based person, I do all sorts of information. I do information gathering and things like that. The first one, Sherry, the first one was Sherry. I was here second. Oh, you were here second. Well, it's got your comment is first. Oh no, Sherry's way up at the top. Oh, hi, Sherry. I missed you completely. You're way up at the top, and you gave me spoons. Oh, you're so wonderful. Excellent. Thank you so much. I appreciate the spoons. So anyway, I don't even know if this is set up correctly. No, not really. I've been moving my brace around, my camera brace around for the whatnots, and so everything's all weird now. I mean, literally everything is all weird and in weird places. Okay, so things that I have learned about WhatNot. All right, so one of the things that I have learned about WhatNot is that WhatNot gets more than just the 8% that they ask you for, and this is inferential information based on the observations that I've made on not only WhatNot but on other platforms. But WhatNot charges a shipping fee per item. So every time you buy something, you get charged at that moment, and you get charged shipping at that moment. Now, it is progressive shipping. So if you buy something that's like 3 ounces, then you pay whatever the shipping charge is for 3 ounces. If you buy another item that's 3 ounces, then you pay whatever it is for a shipping charge. You pay whatever the additional is to make it a 6-ounce shipment. Okay, that seems pretty fair, but in reality, it's actually not. WhatNot is correct. I know WhatNot is correct. I like saying TikNot and WhatTok. I just think it's funny because it is so amazingly like TikTok. Oh my gosh. The entire platform works almost identical to TikTok, including some of the things that annoyed me about TikTok. Anyway, totally beside the point. So on paper, it looks like they're doing you a kindness by sitting there going, oh, we're not going to charge you the whole shipping charge again. Oh, we're going to do combined shipping. But the way it works, and this is probably something that you don't know if you've never actually sold anything on WhatNot, is that you have ranges of prices that you can, ranges of weights that you can put in the TikTok app. Not TikTok. Whatever it is. I said it wrong again. And that time I didn't actually mean to say it wrong. I was actually trying to say WhatNot and it came out TikTok. Dang it. I can't find it. Hold on a second. I need my phone for a second. So I'm not going to be able to look at chat. So I'm going to look at something in my camera roll. So I'm not looking at chat right now because I need these numbers. So anyway, so this is what it comes down to. Okay. What it says is, you have certain weights. You can do 0 to 1 ounce. You can do 1 to 3 ounces. You can do 4 to 7 ounces. You can do 8 to 11 ounces. You can do 12 to 15 ounces. Then you can do 1 pound, 2 to 3 pounds, and then up to 5 pounds. And at 5 pounds, it stops because after that, you can just put it all into a large flat rate box, in their opinion, and you can send it out for a priority in a large flat rate box. Now, if you notice, that's a pound, that there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increments before you get to a pound. So what they're doing is, let's say that I sell something. No, I don't want the ad. Let's say that I sell something that is an ounce. All right, let's say it's 1.5 ounces. I have to put it in the 1 to 3 ounce range. Now, WhatNot will charge you the 3 ounce price or the 3 ounce shipping charge. And then you buy another item that's another 1.5 ounces. Well, that's now a total of 3 ounces, but WhatNot is charging you shipping on 6 ounces because you've gotten 2 items that were in that. Now, how is that making TikTok? WhatNot money. How does that make WhatNot money? They print off the shipping labels and they use the United States Postal Service for their shipping. It's the only option that you have. You have to use the United States Postal Service for your shipping. And this is what started me thinking about it, because there are many, many other shippers out there, but they will only use the United States Postal Service. And the reason that they do that, and I know this from being on other platforms, is that the United States Postal Service will refund the overcharge if there is an overcharge for shipping, which means that if you've bought those 2 items that I was talking about, they charged you 6 ounces worth of shipping on it, but it was only 3 ounces. So the United States Postal Service will refund WhatNot the other 3 ounces that you didn't actually send through the mail. Sneaky. Very sneaky. Incredibly sneaky. Not exactly above board, because if let's say that I misweigh something, all right? And I mean, by weighing things, I do have a balance back here, all right? So I am totally back here with my balance, all ready to do anything. I've got my balance ready to go, going, woohoo! Hey, Chris! Chris came in the house! Yay! Chris is in the house. So, you know, that's one of those things. I've got a balance back here. I know how much the stuff that I'm shipping weighs because I've weighed it. I know what it weighs. Now, if I mess up, let's say I hit tear and I didn't realize that I hit tear on it, or let's say that, you know, I had the tray part of the balance was being held up by something, so I didn't get an accurate reading on it, then I have to pay whatever shipping charges I miscalculated. But if it gets miscalculated the other way, WhatNot pockets the money because there's not a way for that money to come back to either me or apparently the person who bought the items. Sneaky. Now, there are people in chat right now that have bought things from me on WhatNot. You can let me know that if you got an overage, if you were charged over, if you got a refund from them. But I'm thinking you probably won't. So that's one of the sneaky things about that. Yes, it is. It's absolutely annoying. It really is. And I'm not really fond of that. But I have found another way to sell things on Whatnot. And I found it this afternoon when I was again thumbing through people watching what they did. There are two other options to doing that. Number one is to make the highest shipping charge that you can pay as $9.21 and ship everything in a flat rate box. Now, how they're getting $9.21 for a large flat rate box, I don't know, because in the post office it's like 17 bucks. It could be just the absolute volume of shipping that they're doing through there. Hi, Wynette. Wynette's in the house. Yeah, we're having a little powwow about Whatnot right now because I, in my typical fashion, have been exploring Whatnot. You know, I've done deep dives into Whatnot. I did a deep dive into TikTok. I've done a deep dive into YouTube, Facebook, all of these things that have the potential for earning money. I have done deep dives. Excuse me. I have done deep dives into. There, I said it correctly. Why did I put those away? Ah, I had them out for a reason. Come on, Chatty. It's like I had them out and then I put them away. I am just, I'm tired. I will tell you that right now. I am tired. I am very, very tired. I have spread my spoons so thin in the past couple of days with this whole Whatnot thing. But yeah, somehow they've gotten it down to $9.21 for a large flat rate box. Don't know how they did it, but they did. What in the world is Whatnot? It's TikTok where you can buy stuff from people. Whatnot is TikTok and eBay had a baby. Literally, TikTok and eBay got together and had a baby. That is Whatnot. They are live auctions. I sit there, I put this up, and I start an auction on my screen, and then you get to bid on it, and the highest bidder wins it, and it gets thrown into a box and shipped to you. I mean, literally, TikTok and eBay met and had a baby. That is Whatnot. All right? It is not a site for someone who has shopping penchant. We'll put it that way. I'll give you an example of exactly how much. If you have any sort of shopping penchant at all, I will tell you an example of exactly how much you should not get on Whatnot. And that is the absolute honest-to-goodness fact that I, Chatty Crafty, bought fabric off of a Whatnot seller. Fabric. I bought fabric. Fabric. What? I mean, seriously? Oh, you got your markers and you love them? Yay, Wynette, I'm so glad. Yay. Show the guild the ATCs you've been making. Oh, I will definitely show the guild the ATCs I've been making. Yeah, Amira has been in a lot of the Whatnots with me. And we sometimes I have people that are buying things and sometimes I don't. So I sit there and I still haven't found the little gems. But look at this. Look at this one right here. I mean, I am in love with this one. I got out my little heat gun and I embossed this tree and I embossed the moon, but I left this tree matte. Is that not the coolest thing to look at? Here, I'll hold it up even closer so you can see it. Isn't that the coolest thing? Oh my gosh, I love this one. This one is amazing. Yes, it's a shopping addiction. Yes, okay. If you have any sort of shopping addiction, that's where it is. See, I got out to the family room and I found one of these little gems on my belly. I mean, literally stuck to my belly. I'm sitting there going, where did this come from? But it must have been that one came. No, this one came off right there. That's the one from right there. Okay, I don't know where the one on my belly came from. I don't know. Oh my goodness, the mark of a crafter. If it's not glitter, it's something. And then this one is amazing. Amira says that this looks like dragon tails, and I forgot to look that up today because we had a long discussion when I was making this one. We had a long discussion about cartoons that were around when we were kids. So there's that one as well. And these two need to have little gems put on them. I want to put the little holographic ones that I got from Ollie's on there, but I haven't done that yet. And in this one, both the dragon and the moon are embossed. In this one, just the moon and the one tree are embossed. I love it. I think that's so cool. And then this is another flower that I made. This is probably one of the big, I love this one because of the size of the flower. I think that one's really cool. Yes, Kelly, I want to know because she is supposed to be getting rid of fabric, not buying more. I know. I have an entire thing of fabric. I have an entire shelf. My hall closet, I told Amira this, my hall closet, the entire top shelf is nothing but fabric. And I don't sew. I don't do anything that requires fabric at all. But I bought fabric. It was pretty. That's my defense. It was pretty. Oh, this isn't one. This is AT. This is my very first artist trading card. I'm keeping that one. But, and you've seen this one, you've seen this terrible one, that one's terrible. Where are some of the other ones that I've made recently? Was this one that I made recently during one of the TikNots? I don't know, I don't remember. But these are the ones, no, that's 07, I made that one earlier. Oh yeah, I remember why that's there. Yeah, I think those are the ones that I've made recently. Yeah, that's 12. So that's 12, 15, 13, and 14. So these are the 4 that I've made recently. I'm enjoying making these ATC cards. I really am. So anyway, I have found another way to do sales on WhatNot that does not give WhatNot the opportunity to make extra money off of refunded shipping charges. Now, again, there are people in here that have bought things off of me. If you get a shipping charge, if you get a shipping charge refund, please let me know. But I honestly believe that it's not going to happen. Now, on one of the packages that I sent out, that's going to be sent out tomorrow, I looked at the weight on the package and I just kept adding things until it came to the weight on the package. So you wouldn't get a refund on that one anyway. But on the other ones that I sent out previously, if you get it and you weigh it, and I didn't do this because I didn't realize this before I sent out the first set. If you get it and you weigh it and it doesn't actually match the weight that's printed on the label, because the weight of the package is printed on the label. If it doesn't actually match that, then they got a refund. Or I had to pay out of whatever it was that I got for the things. So anyway, all right, I need to read some things right here. Ooh, that's awesome, Wynette. Oh, what's awesome, Wynette? What happened, Wynette? Oh, you got the markers. What in the world is WhatNot? That's awesome, Wynette. I have got refunds from eBay for overpayments. Yeah, eBay does that. And that it's not necessarily that the eBay sends the refund to the seller. And then it's up to the seller whether or not they want to send the refund to the buyer. But eBay will do that. eBay does refund the money to one of the people involved. eBay starts by refunding the money to the seller, and then the seller can then choose to refund the money to the buyer or not. I will say that my husband every now and then dabbles in eBay, and he puts some up there every now and then. I will say that my husband does not refund the money to the buyer because eBay fees are so high. But he does try to be very accurate when he does a shipment, so he doesn't get refunds very often. Oh, I'm sitting there waving my hands in front of you again. Darn it, I should stop doing that. Love that, so cool. Haha, what will you be making with the fabric? I have no idea, but it was so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm going to show you the fabric. One of them is this green fabric with this beautiful gold embellishment on. I honestly think I'm going to take one of my punches and punch it out and adhere it to one of my cards using my wonderful, awesome, really thick tape, so I can just stick it down to the card and then run it through an embossing folder. So not only will it be fabric, it will also be embossed. That's one of my ideas for when to do with it, because that green fabric with the gold on it is just beautiful. And then I got one that's like little ghosties with little boo things on it. Oh, it's so cute. I didn't need it. I shouldn't have bought it, but it was so cute. And yeah, I bought fabric. Time to give some no-sew ideas to get you to use the fabric you purchased, right, Amira? Absolutely. You know, y'all can drop that in the Facebook chat, in the Facebook group, so we can see. So anyway, I have found another way to sell things on WhatNot that is not going to give WhatNot extra money from overcharging on shipping, because like I said, when you only have 5 different increments between weighing nothing and a pound, you can't do that. And one of the things that I've seen a person do, and I'm just going to show you this, and I think I'm going to start doing this because I think it's a cool idea, and it stops WhatNot from earning extra money off of people, and it gives them a more accurate shipping charge. But what they'll do, oops, lid came off, is they'll lay out several items. And you can see sellers doing this because they have little grids that say A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but they've got it all grid out on their thing in front of them. So they've got this little grid. And then the people that are watching claim, let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They claim 2, and 5. And then the seller puts them off in a pile for that person. Now, when that person says that they're leaving, then the seller, let's say that the person selected these 2 items during the entire show, and they say that they're leaving, the seller will then take these 2 items, find the weight of them, and then they will, you know, and there's a known price for these. The seller will tell you right off the bat that they're $2 each. So the buyer knows that this is $4 worth of merchandise. And then the seller, so the buyer knows that they've gotten $4 worth of merchandise. And then the seller will get out the handy dandy balance and they'll stick it on there and they'll go, well, it weighs 1 ounce. So I'm going to charge you the 1 to 3 ounce charge. So it's $4 for this. They do it as a 1 to 3 ounce charge. And then the person who's buying it only gets 1 charge. Because when you buy something on WhatNot, every time you buy something on WhatNot through an auction, your method of payment gets charged every time. So if you're in a show and you buy 11 items, your method of payment got charged 11 times. Just so you know that as well. See, I'm just sharing all the tips that I learned. You know, this is what I do. I'm helpful. I try to help people learn about these things. But the way that this works with this seller is instead of this being, because this would be 1 to 3 ounces. Oh no, that one actually would be 1 ounce. It'd be less than an ounce and less than an ounce. Okay, let's take, you know, something that's actually heavier. So this would be 1 to 3 ounces and this would be 1 to 3 ounces. And then they would sit that on there and just sell it at the end at the whatever price point that is for the shipping. So you only get 1 charge because these are $2 each. And then you pay for the 1 shipping charge. You only get 1 charge to your payment method. And then you know you're not getting overcharged on shipping. And I think I'm going to switch to that method. I think I'm going to get away from the auction thing. And I'm just going to sit there and go, all right, I'm going to make a little grid and say, this is how it's working. You know, you can pick something that you want to buy and you can let me know that you want it. And I will add it to your pile. And at the end, when you're ready to leave, when you're ready to go on about your merry business, we will tally it up and I will do 1 quick checkout for you through WhatNot and you can pay for it and do it that way. I think that is much more fair. So anyway, those are the things that I have found out. Hi, Sue. Sue, is there a new Sue? Where's Sue? I see a bunch of hi Sues, but I don't see the hi Sue sweets. Ah, Sue, hi! Hi, Sue's in the house. Yay! Good evening, Sue. I wish they would hold off until you buy all the items you want. See, I agree with you there, Amira, but that's the way I'm going to do it now. I'm not going to do it as auctions or as sales. I'm going to sit there and show everybody the things that they want to buy. You know, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to put it all out just like I did with the little ink pads. And then you pick which one you want. And I put it in your pile. And then when you're ready to leave the auction, when you're ready to leave the sales room, the WhatNot room, then you just tell me you're ready to leave. I get you a little total. You pay once and you're done. I think that is much more equitable for the people that are paying the shipping charges. And I think that's much more, I think it's much less shocking to have like 37 charges to your whatever payment method you've chosen for your WhatNot. So that's what I have found. These tips are are things I would never have figured out. See, that's what I do, but Kelly, that's why I do this. That's why I want you to know these things, because it gives you an idea of which sellers are going to be the better ones to look at if you choose to go into WhatNot. And I will tell you again that WhatNot is a dangerous site. I, Chatty Crafty, bought fabric. Okay, just burn that into your imagination, right? I, Chatty Crafty, bought fabric on WhatNot. I mean, come on. I know my husband is listening to this, and I honestly think he did a facepalm at some point in time when he heard that. I really do. So, yeah, so there's that. That's one of the things that I wanted to tell everybody about, because these are things that I have learned about WhatNot. And as I continue to do WhatNot, because I am going to continue to do WhatNot, I am going to clear out everything in this craft room that I am never going to use. And right now I'm working on getting rid of all of the extra stamp sets that I have, because I have stamp sets that I won't use. I have learned something about me and myself and how I stamp things out and how I do things. And there are stamp sets that I will not use just because of the amount of coloring that has to be done. This is a stamp set that I will not use. First of all, this is 1 solid stamp. Okay, it's not anything that is going to be, it's 1 solid stamp. It's not individual stamps. Wait, maybe it is individual stamps. If it's individual stamps, I might use parts of it. But, you know, what I would use would be the butterflies. Is it individual stamps? Oh, no, it actually is individual stamps. But the only thing in here that I would actually use would be the butterflies, because I am never going to color this. I don't care if I even put embossing ink on it and then do that. I am never going to sit there and color something that labor intensive. I don't have the patience for it. And, you know, half of being smart is knowing what you're dumb at. That is something that I won't do. And since I won't do it, I should just sell this set. I bought it because it was pretty. I do like the butterflies on it. They are very pretty, but I'm never going to use this set. Maybe it is one stamp. Hold on. I might have lied. No, this is all one stamp. Yeah, I'm never going to use this. I am never going to use this. I bought it because it was pretty. I'm not going to use it. I need to get rid of it. It needs to leave my craft room. It needs to leave my craft room for 2 reasons. Number one, I need the space it's taking up, even though it doesn't take up much. And number 2, it's a shame for a beautiful stamp like this to not get used. I'm not going to use it. Let's pass it on to somebody who will. So, and we all thought eBay was bad. No, it turns out eBay is really darn cool for things. But the difference between eBay and WhatTok, whatnot, I'm never going to say it right. I'm never going to get it right. But the difference between eBay and whatnot is that whatnot charges a lot less commission. I mean, the seller's fees on eBay have gotten cray-cray. So also you could do a colorful background first, then stamp over it. Yes, I know I'm enabling you. That's all right, Doris. You can try and enable me all you want. I'm not keeping this one. This one's going away. I have so many stamps. I mean, I have gone through 2 of these boxes full of stamps on whatnot. And I still have probably a full box left because I didn't sell nearly all of them. And I've probably got 6 more of these boxes full of stamps. All right, when I say that I have been looking on Temu for a long time, I have been lurking on Temu for a long time. And it's time for me to get rid of the things that I bought when I was in the deepest funk of my life, because y'all met me almost 3 years after I became a shut-in. Those first 2.5 years, it was a deep, deep funk. I mean, my husband could tell you stories about the deep, deep funk that I was in. I mean, what you're hearing now is after 2.5 years of intensive therapy to get to this point where I can actually talk to people that I can't hear. I talk to you because your word's on a screen. See, your word's on a screen. That's it. Oh, and this is another thing that I have done for whatnot, is I have covered up the front cameras on all of my devices now. So there is no way for a front camera to get a picture of me. That's why when this first started, that's why when some of my whatnots first start, then you don't see anything because the front camera is the one that it defaults to. Whatnot defaults to your front camera. That's another thing you need to be aware of. Whatnot and YouTube both default to your front camera. So I've covered up the front cameras on all of my devices. I used pretty gold. Isn't that so pretty? I'm annoying my phone because that's a touch sensitive site. That's the action button right there. So I'm annoying my phone. It keeps on giving me a haptic response from me touching that. Also, you could do a colorful background. That is a good idea, Doris. I'm still selling it. Good for you. Letting go of stuff is a good thing. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, I am getting rid of this stuff, and I need the room, because I need to get rid of everything in here in this craft room that is superfluous, that I'm never going to use, that I don't need, that I'm not going to use in my crafting, because there is a lot of stuff in here that I bought because I thought, oh, that would be a cool craft to try, and I either tried it and hated it, or I'm never going to try it. I have a lot of stuff for fiber crafting, like the closet full of yarn. Not yarn, the closet full of fabric that I have that I just added to because for some reason I decided to buy fabric off of whatnot. But yeah, so, yeah, I need to get rid of these things. I just need them to go away. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something I have never done before. This could go horribly wrong. I just want you to know that. How would we find the stuff you are selling? My whatnot is Chatty Crafty. Everything that I do is Chatty Crafty. I have a website that's Chatty Crafty. You can go to it. It's not going to do anything. It's going to sit there under construction because I haven't done anything with it. But Facebook is Chatty Crafty. The Facebook group is Chatty Crafty. The Facebook page is Chatty Crafty. My Instagram that I don't do anything with is Chatty Crafty, and I have like 0 followers. I'm okay with that. I do not have the energy to maintain Facebook and Instagram. I am Chatty Crafty on Patreon. I am Chatty Crafty. No, actually, I take that back. I'm Chatty Crafty FL on Instagram because for some reason somebody had taken Chatty Crafty on Instagram. But I'm Chatty Crafty. I'm just Chatty Crafty everywhere. don't assume that if you see Chatty Crafty with this profile pic that it's me. All right, I am on this profile pic associated with this name and this account is on YouTube, WhatNot, and there's a website and Patreon, and I left one out. YouTube, WhatNot, Patreon. It's not on. I'm not on TikTok. I won't be on TikTok. I'm done with TikTok. What did I leave out? I left out one. I don't remember which one I left out. Anyway, there's a fourth one, but I can't remember what it is. My Instagram is Chatty Crafty FL. Patreon, the Facebook group, the Facebook page, the WhatNot, and then YouTube are the ones that I am active on. So if you see this name and this profile pic somewhere else, it may not be me. It might be some scammer spoofing me. So bear that in mind. Is WhatNot a selling site? Yes, that's all it is. That is the entirety that, bingo! Wait, can you see it? Where is it? Where is it? It's not even up there yet. Oh, now I have to wait for 30 seconds. I will say this, the delay on WhatNot is a lot shorter. There we go. There, now you're going to see what I'm doing. See? Bingo! But that's all WhatNot is. Now, I have been on WhatNot when nobody bought anything. In fact, Amira and I had a really nice little 2.5-hour chat because nobody was in my room buying anything. So she and I just had a nice little conversation. You know, we just had a great little conversation, just the two of us just sitting there chit-chatting with each other. I'm trying something I have never done before. This could go horribly wrong. I just want you to know. Why am I missing a marker? Where's the marker that I'm missing? Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Whew, I can't lose one of my markers. I love these markers so much. But yeah, so, yeah, that's how you would find me. Whoever asked me, how would you find me? No. Does one have to download an app for WhatNot? Yes, you have to download an app for WhatNot. If you have any sort of buyer's, if you get any sort of thrill off of buying things from a website, do not download WhatNot. Do not do it. Do not. All right. Okay. I cannot stress enough that I, Chatty Crafty, bought fabric. Okay. Y'all know me. I cannot stress enough that I bought fabric. Okay, I'm putting it out there. Is WhatNot a selling site? Let's see. Hi, Susan. Susan's in the house. Hey, Susan. Whee! Oh, you found me. Okay, good. So yeah, but I'm going to start doing the sales the other way. I'm going to start just laying the things out and say, okay, these are $4 each. Which one do y'all want? And I'll put it aside and I'll keep doing the little boxes for people because that's the way I do WhatNot is I have little boxes back here in this area of my crafting room. Oh, I should show you this. Y'all are going to be impressed by this. Hold on. The camera's going to wiggle a bit. Look at that. I cleaned the area. Look at that. I cleaned that whole area just so I'd have a place to put all my boxes for WhatNot. Oh my gosh. How strange. My goodness. How weird. So there's that. Yeah, don't, you do not, if you are in any way a shopper that likes to get the thrill of buying things, don't do WhatNot. Do not do WhatNot. No. I mean, I can only warn people so much. You do you. I can't control what you do, but I'm going to tell you that it's probably a bad idea, and we'll just leave it at that. So there's that one. See, I'm doing the flower backwards. Look at that. That's cool. Anyway, I won't join for now, but I may join when I need to sell. There you go. See, it is dangerous. It is a dangerous site. I agree with you, Amira. And so I'm just letting y'all know. Now, on the WhatNot thing, though, I have figured out a way because I've been racking my brain over these boxes for the Craft With Me. And the Craft With Me is happening at the end of April. I am going to do the Craft With Me boxes on the April 12th WhatNot, unless you are not on WhatNot. If you reach out to me through Chatty Crafty on Facebook, either the group or my page, or if you send me a private message through my page, and in order to send me a private message through my page, you just have to keep going back to my page until the little box that says message appears, and then you can send me a message. You can let me know that you're not going to be in WhatNot, and that's totally fine. I have to figure out, number one, who is going to be invited to this, and I don't know how to do that. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I also can't have all 25 of you that I would love to have in there at the same time. It will freak me the F out. So we have to figure out a way to do it. The first one is not going to be broadcast on YouTube at all. It is going to be a Zoom meeting that's going to be cameras top down. Anybody who's got a top down camera that is available and invited on the last Saturday of April is going to be the people that are going to be in it. It is just going to be a Zoom. It is never going to be broadcast on YouTube, because I had the thought that if I have a panic attack in the middle of it, I do not want that broadcast on YouTube. And it is possible that I will have a panic attack, because this is going to be the first time in a very, very long time that I have interacted with people in a way where I wanted to be interacting with them, but it was multiple people that I was talking to and hearing their voices at the same time. This is a huge step for me that I absolutely want to make. All right, do not get me wrong. I absolutely want to make this huge step, but it's going to be a huge step for me, and it's going to be difficult the first time. If I can get through it the first time, I know it's going to get easier and easier and easier as time goes on, but I don't want to offend anybody by saying, okay, I can't invite you to the first one. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about doing this, but I do need to figure out a way to do that. However, I have figured out how I can get the boxes to you. If you're not going to be on WhatNot, we'll figure something else out. But if you are on WhatNot and you are one of the people that I'm going to have in my very, very first craft with me, then with a WhatNot on April 12th, just send me a $6 tip. Okay, I am not going to sell the boxes, because all I need is covering for the shipping, and through Pirate Ship I can send the box, the size box that it's going to be, for $5.78 just about anywhere in the United States. So if you send me a $6 tip, because you can't do change on WhatNot, that's another thing, is everything is in whole dollar amounts. There is no change at all. It's all in whole dollar amounts. I'm not intimidating at all, and my crafting sucks. Erica, that is so cute. My problem with talking to people in real life, and this has always been my problem with talking to people in real life, I masked for a very long time. I faked it and I didn't make it for a very long time, is that when people say things, they say something, their tone says something, their face says something, and their body says something. And in a lot of cases, those are 4 completely different messages. And since I'm autistic and I do not understand social interaction, I do not know which one to pay attention to. And also, there are people where in this situation, if you ask them a question, they're going to say one answer. But in this situation, if you ask them the exact same question, they're going to give you a completely different answer that may, in fact, be contradictory to the first one that they gave you. So if you're in this situation and somebody asks you what your favorite color is, you say orange. And if you're in this situation and somebody asks you what your favorite color is, you say black. It is not the same answer. But because of the group of people involved in this conversation, your answer has to be black. But in the group of people involved in this conversation, your answer has to be orange. And I just realized that that's an analogy for what's going on in this country right now, that it was unintentional. All right, I'm just going to say it was a completely unintentional analogy, but you get what I mean. And I don't understand where the disconnect is, why it is expected to say one color. I got to change that. I can't do that analogy. Hold on a second. We have to switch that out. I just made a mess again. Oh, look, there's ink on my desk. Okay, so we're going to do yellow and burgundy. Those are better. I don't understand why yellow is the proper answer here and burgundy is the proper answer here. I don't get that. I just don't understand. And if you ask me what my favorite color is, right now I'm going to say pink. And if you ask me what my favorite color is, I'm going to say pink. Hey, Elena, good to see you. Yay! My camera will be top down, so you don't need to deal with my weird face. I don't think you have a weird face, but I've never seen you. But I just don't think any faces are weird, so they're meh. What did Mary Alice say? Why are people apologizing? My husband does enough damage on eBay, so no WhatNot for him. Oh my goodness, I completely agree with you on that one, Mary, right there, I do. My camera does top down. Yeah, so whoever is going to be in this, and I have to figure out who is going to be this, and this is probably going to be me and 5 other people, and I apologize in advance to all the people that are not going to be available, that are not going to be able to be in this first craft with me. I know I made 11 boxes to send out, but I don't think I can do a group of 12 people. And in all honesty, you're all going to notice, those of you that are in there. I'm going to be very quiet for a long time. I'm not going to say very much because it's me catching my footing and figuring things out and me listening to tonage and me, it's all the autism things. Look, I got ink on my embossing powder lid too. Bingo! Anyway, so, I mean, you get the idea. So that's how the whatnot thing is going to do. I mean, that's how the, oh, excuse me, I burped. I did not mean to burp in your ears. I apologize for that. But that's how the thing is going to be. So if you're one of those people, go to whatnot on the 12th, or we'll find another way if you're not on whatnot. And actually, there's not another way. That's the whole problem, is there's not another way to get the money to me without me exposing who I am. And it's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, just go to whatnot on the 12th. And donate, give me a $6 tip, and that's going to be your entry. Another thing is it's going to be limited to people whose addresses I already have. So it's going to be limited to the people who I've already sent something to, because you're the only people that I have your addresses. So it's because I'm not going to get an address from whatnot for you giving me a tip. So it's going to be, you know, whatever address I already have. And I thought about doing it through supers on this, but this one will take 40%. If you give me a super chat on YouTube, YouTube takes 40% of it. Whatnot will still take 8% of your $6, but that's okay. I can cover the 30 cents per package. I just can't cover the $6 per package. No need to apologize. You're in control. I don't want to be in control. I want this to be a group thing. I want this to be something that we come together and we collaborate and we do together. I don't want to be the one in control. And unfortunately, it's not even me that's in control if you want to look at it that way. It is my PTSD that is in control. I mean, if you want to get right down to the brass tacks of the whole situation, it is my PTSD that is in control of all of this. I might have a few suggestions. Go figure. We can chat later. Excellent, Elena. I know yeah, I'm open to any suggestions on this one. Whatever it is has to be decided by the 12th, because that's the day that I'm going to be on Whatnot, that I'm going to take the $6 tips for shipping. All right. So yes, absolutely. I am open to any suggestions. If anybody wants to give me any suggestions at all on this, message me through Facebook and I will be more than happy to listen to what you have to say, because I've been working on the logistics of this since it was suggested that we do a craft with me, because I love the idea. And I really think it'll be a good positive step forward for me and my mental health. I really do. I really am looking at it as if it's going to be a positive step forward. This group of people that have joined into this amazing band, this amazing guild of people, has just been really, really and truly, I can't thank you enough. I know I keep saying it, but I really want to impress upon you how much you have done for me just to help me get where I am now. Even my husband is incredibly impressed. If you listen to the chat with the live where we were driving to the new Smyrna Beach Ollies, I mean, you can hear it in my husband's voice how much he appreciates you. He really does. And, you know, he can't say thank you enough, because he has been with me for this entire 3 years. He has been with me in the darkest times. And he knows that there has been, it's not a huge change, but there has been a change. And he is very appreciative of all of you, because he knows that you are a large part of that. Look, I did it backwards. There we go. Oh, wait, which number am I on? It was up to 11, 13, 14, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is 16. All right. So, yeah, please, hold on. I don't have ideas, so I'm sending you spoons. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. CC, not to worry. It will all work out. It just has to work. It just had to work out. We just had to work out the kinks. Please don't let it stress you. It's supposed to be fun. Yes, I know, Elena. I understand that it's supposed to be fun. It's just, this is a huge step for me. Huge to be in a group, even though I can't see your faces and I won't see your faces, just to be talking to 3, 4, or 5 other people is going to be a huge step for me. Wait, what did I do? No, go away. I don't want that. Shoo. No, stop. Go away. No. Sorry, hold on. I have now messed up the entire thing. Here we go. That's what I want. Okay, get that back. Please don't let it stress you out. How did the trip to Ollie's go? Oh, the one to New Smyrna Beach, it went okay. I was in there for a while. I found some really cool new stuff. I did film the dollar table. I didn't film the stationery aisle because there wasn't really anything new on the stationery aisle. I did film the dollar table, but I have not had the wherewithal to put up an Ollie's video on this YouTube channel. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but it's been a while since a video went up on my channel, which is really bad. I mean, I haven't put up a video in April, and my earnings on YouTube show that I have not put up a video in April. I mean, I'm sitting on like $8 right now, and usually I'm up to 25 or 30 by this point in a month, but it's because I haven't put up an Ollie's video, and I don't have it in me. I don't have the mental capacity right now to put up an Ollie's video. Because I've been working on WhatNot, that's one of them, but also because I overdid it that Saturday, and I'm I'm still trying to ground and center myself from that Saturday. So even though I have video of the stores from that Saturday I haven't put up, and I also have New Smyrna Beach that I haven't put up, I'm really trying to calm the thing through. What I would really like to do is change this channel from a Ollie's shopping video channel to a crafting video channel where I actually just make cards and do the voiceover on the cards and just show me making cards and giving the ideas. You know, even if it's just me making ATCs, the problem is I'm going to lose a lot of viewership because most of the people who have subscribed to my channel have subscribed to my channel for the Shop With Me's, as evidenced by the fact that I can get 2,000 views on a Shop With Me, but I get less than 150 on a live or on any of my other type of videos. So it's going to be, I'm really going to have to just regrow my channel in a new direction. So that's going to be interesting. CC, not to worry, where was I? You could set up a random email, connect to PayPal, and then people, no, you can't. You can't send up a random email anymore. Because of everything that's going on in the world and people funneling money through PayPal into terrorism, it is not possible to set up a random PayPal anymore. I did try that. I did it with, what did I call myself? I called myself Chatty Cratler or something like that. Some stupid permutation of Chatty Crafty. And so I set that one up, and I used a real email that I have, but I used a fake name and fake everything else. And then I tried to use my other PayPal account that's a real PayPal account to send myself $1 to this fake one that I made. And I couldn't. Now, that dollar is sitting in limbo. I have lost $1 because of this, because it's not back in my original PayPal account, and I can't get it out of this other account, because in order for me to get it out of the other account, the one with the weird name on it, I have to give them a photo ID and a social security number that matches that identity. You can't do randos on PayPal anymore. That's the same thing with Venmo. I mean, if I want to set up a Venmo, I can change my first name. I can change it to Chatty Crafty, but my